By now, you already know who I am, the author of The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, the book that's going all over the world. You can definitely get it from propolybook.com. So you see the poly book, the poly jacket, of course, and the poly flag. Why? Because I'm open and honest about mine. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to the brothers that are open and honest about being poly. Now, as far as the rest of you brothers that want to lie, sneak, hide, and cheat, beat on your wives, use a bitch. That's the video. Stop being a bitch. You bitch ass niggas. Shalom, shalom. Ani Yehuda Hayorah. In other words, peace, peace, or hello, hello. When I say Ani Yehuda Hayorah, letting you know I am Judah the Shootah. I shoot out scriptures, I shoot out information. I am the author of The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, which of course can be found at propolybook.com. If you do not have this book, you will be removed from my social media accounts. Not a person, I've been telling you all this for a while. That being said, I got something real special that I want to talk about today. It's regarding a video, a 60-second clip that I made. Matter of fact, I may put it before this, so by the time you all see this, you may have already seen the 60-second clip. But in short, I made that clip and I made statements saying that if you cheating, then use a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go ahead and talk about this because there are a lot of people in my community that says, well, according to the Bible, you can't cheat, or, well, the men can't cheat, and there is no such thing as men cheating. Now, when I'm speaking on this, I'm speaking of people who believe in polygyny, not to be confused with polygamy, because I do not practice polygamy at all. So when I'm speaking of polygyny. And if you do not know what polygyny is, then I definitely highly suggest that you get The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, even if you're a person who do not like the polygynous lifestyle. Once again, you can get it from propolybook.com. Now, that being said, let's see, what else do I want to go over first before we get started? Let's see. 1 second, ladies and gents. I know what I want to go over. There is something I want to touch bases on really quick. All right, so first I want to go ahead and get some comedy out the way, because y'all know me, you know I'm silly and I love to play. So there's a meme I made a while back. I said, he dropped your little goofy ass off and told you he finna go hoop. But he dressed up and he don't even hoop. Boy, you sisters the silliest shit. You know, first I gotta get on y'all first, because y'all be seeing these signs and completely ignore them. Now, anybody who've known me for a while know that I am totally against the lying and the deception when it comes to getting more than one woman. And I'm gonna talk about it. Let's go to the next one real quick. I said, some of you women stupid. You will come home and find your bed like this. And will come home and find your bed like this and still think he not cheating. Come on now. Ladies, y'all are really ignoring the signs. This one was funny. One of the memes that I did. I said, sis, this AirTag on Amazon can literally track your soon-to-be faithful husband. Notice I put the quotation marks right there. I say AirTags come in all sizes. If he has an Android phone, I said AirTag come in all sizes. If he has an Android phone, his phone won't alert. God say buy him an AirTag, sis. Only $29. How funny. I said, when she's too blind to ignore all the signs that his bitch ass is a liar and a cheat. And then I got him texting while she's laying up with him. Hey, sorry, work wife. Can't fuck tonight. My wife is being annoying as usual. And we still into it. Look at him lying. But look at what she's thinking. Hey, hubby, I told my friends, my faithful man come home to me every night. But look at what I put down by the leg in the blue and pink. And that's what we're going to go over, most of that. I said, read pages 87 to 96 of my book at propolybook.com. So in green at the bottom, I said, I only respect honest polygyny. Not you cheating and robbing the woman of her choice. You not a king, you a pussy. Read chapters 3 through 5 in my book, The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, and find out why I'm saying that. Now, this one right here, I made this one probably about a few years ago. I said, women are not always mad because you wanted polygyny. Some are mad because you still over there lying about it. Bitch ass nigga. Literally, you over there lying about it. You know what I'm saying? So there are some things that I definitely want to go ahead and talk about today. And it's about to go down, ladies and gents. So, on and for the record, I am definitely pro polygyny, but I am pro no sneaking and pro no lying. I'm definitely pro that. Let's see, one more thing, I guess, before we get started. If you have not been to my channel, definitely like, share, and subscribe. As you see, it's youtube.com/Shootah, duh, Shootah. Not the, but duh. So, Shootah the Shootah. All right, now I have made, as you see, I make posts about the sisters. I get on you sisters. I did one called, She is Just Like Eve. I did one called As Unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But then I get on the brothers too. Like here's one right here, the mistreatment of sister wives polygyny. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? This one here, are Israelite brothers worth marrying? Brothers, I get on us too. You know what I'm saying? So, hell, I even did a video a while about getting on myself over 2 years ago called Shootah the Shootah Exposed. So nobody's above correction. You know what I'm saying? As you see on the channel, I'm fair across the board. I get on you brothers, I get on you sisters. I talk about the anti-poly community. I make documentaries, as you see. I go over lessons as well, biblical lessons, so you get some of everything. I teach the Hebrew language on this channel, so you'll get some of everything on here. From old videos to old doctrines, you name it. You get some of everything on youtube.com/Shootah the Shootah. Today's topic, though, yeah, I'm definitely know I'm about to piss a lot of people off, specifically you brothers. Today is your turn once again, and sisters, I know you're gonna celebrate in this video, but trust me, let me be the first to tell you, I'm getting on your ass too next. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely felt compelled to do this because a lot of people are highly misunderstood about what I say, when I say that men are cheating. All right, so in the book, The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, once again, they can be found at propolybook.com. There's something I say here first before we get started. All right, so this is page 17 if you have the revised version of the book, and you will know if you have the revised version because you'll see the man over there in blue. You will see this right here has the word chai, which means life. So if you have this one and you can't see that, that means you do not have the revised version of the book. But if you do see that, that means you have it. You see the man right there in blue? See him right there? That's the Hebrew word chai, which means life. All right, he's pro-life. All right, so if you have the revised version on page 17, it says, I said, many men and women desire polygyny, and it's a lifestyle. In other words, it's not a trend. A lot of people look at this, oh, this is a trend, this is a thing to do. No, it's a lifestyle. I said, however, many people are not aware of some of the pros and cons of the polygyny lifestyle. So if you're looking to practice this lifestyle, its many aspects, there are some things you should consider before signing on the dotted line. So in other words, if you're a person that might be single, or if you're a person that may have one wife, or you're looking to pursue the polygynous lifestyle, this is definitely a book to get. If you know somebody that's always cheating, sneaking, and hiding, this is definitely a book to give them as well. If you're a person that would never do polygyny, not to be confused with polygamy, but if you're a person that never do it, the book is still for you as well, because it clears up a lot of misconceptions that you may have had about the polygynous lifestyle. because it's not really a lot of good examples that you can actually look toward to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I see. But I'll go on to say, to the men, you will find the unwritten rules of engaging in this lifestyle. You will learn why you can't catch a break and why there's so much drama in your life surrounding polygyny. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of drama that come in your brother's lives when trying to pursue this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? From might be losing your kids, it might be to the point you might be on child support here and now for multiple years. It might be a whole different type of things. Oh wait, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna go put you on child support, or I'm gonna go and tear your stuff up. You know what I'm saying? It's just all types of drama that may surround your life simply because there are common mistakes that you made in the beginning. All right. So I say, to the men, you will find the unwritten rules of engaging in this lifestyle. You will learn why you can't catch a break and why there's so much drama in your life surrounding polygyny. You desire polygyny, but for some strange reason, you can't bring everything together. Something just not clicking. You might get the sister here, you might get the sister there, but something is not working. You're doing something wrong, and you might can't put your finger on what it is. Or you might be too prideful to see or acknowledge what you're doing wrong. Or you could be a fucking narcissist too. Yeah. So I said, you desire polygyny, but for some strange reason, you can't bring everything together. Page 18. You may not realize it. Now listen to this. There are common mistakes men make when it comes to polygyny. I'm gonna repeat that. There are common mistakes men make when it comes to polygyny. And this book is now your breakthrough. I said, brothers, do you hit your woman? You do that? If so, don't purchase this book, because after your spouse reads it, she may hate you afterwards. Do you like to lie and sneak around on your woman? I'm gonna ask that question again, page 18. Do you like to lie and sneak around on your woman? If so, you shouldn't purchase this book, because some of the things said may offend you. Look at that. Yeah. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that today, because I personally believe in. And look, look, I do not speak for every polygynous man in the community or in the world. All right, I'm only giving the views on how I'm looking at it. And there may be a brother who you may be married to, sister, that may be watching this, that may disagree with me on everything that I'm saying or some of the things that I'm saying, and that's okay. But I'm giving it to you from my standpoint. As you already know, we got a YouTube channel, youtube.com/House of Judah, me and my wives. You'll see I let them speak. They give their viewpoints on how they look at things. I give my viewpoint, how I look at things. We all say how we feel. There are some things we may see eye on, some things we may not. You know what I'm saying? But you will look at the channel and you will get something from it. You'll learn from it, even if you don't want to engage in a lifestyle. But I definitely have a different outlook that I used to have on the concept of cheating. The old me, I guess you could say basically before 2021, or 2021, I would say. I didn't give a shit if the brother, you know what I'm saying? To me, it didn't matter if the nigga was lying, if he had another woman or not. Woman, whatever. But you know better and you do better. You begin to grow, and I begin to start, of course, doing a lot of these counsels all over the world. And I start seeing the damage that was being done behind it. It was far beyond, well, she's just jealous. She's just insecure. Nah, nigga, you was just being a bitch ass nigga, lying and being a pussy. So it's like, yo, well, Judah, how do you keep your household running so smoothly? Why your women not fighting, and why they not at odds and things like that? I even did a video on it. This one right here, do I have jealous wives? This was a good video that I had did. Do I have jealous wives? This was a good video to watch. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, I got on you brothers, you know what I'm saying, as well in there. But the thing about it is, like, yo, there are rules or unwritten rules or code that I go by. You get what I'm saying? And here, and even if I was to fail tomorrow, if I was to lose everything tomorrow, I know that I can always come back home. I can always come back to the code. I can always come back to that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we all fall short. Everybody, we all fall short. There's going to be a time you may fail as a brother, you may fail as a husband, you may fail as a friend, whatever. But you get back on that horse and boom. You know what I'm saying? You keep it pushing, you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I found a system that works. And if you're a person that's trying to pursue the religious lifestyle, and if you're a person that is trying to strive to be better, then in my humble opinion, I know for a fact that this will help you as well. A lot of you who have the book but don't read it, but go through a lot of the problems that I speak about in the book, and you wonder why you keep going through that bullshit. Why you keep going through that shit? All right, so that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oftentimes I'll get brothers to say, well, my wife is jealous. And she very may well in fact be jealous. Tongue twist. But some of those things, brothers, could be avoided, you know what I'm saying, had you did a few things in the beginning. All right. And we're gonna talk about a lot of it's gonna hurt your fucking feelings, but bitch ass nigga, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas don't listen in counsel. You know what I'm saying? You always want to argue, you want to talk back, you want to not shut the fuck up and tell me and justify why you doing the fucked up shit that you're doing. But now that you're watching this video, you can't cut me off. So now you can't do nothing but get the unadulterated truth. All right. So now, that being said, if you have this book here, The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, I'm going to share some things in this book. So what you're going to be looking at will be based off the book that I wrote in 2021. I actually wrote the book in a few days, actually. Most High willing, there will be a part 2. So this very well may be a series. So you might want to get your copy and start reading now. All right. This book is for people who don't like poly, who would never do it. It's for people who are into poly. It's for people who only want monogamy. This will help you as well. Just take the word polygyny off. Take the word wives off and just look at wives. Principle's still the same. This is for people who are trying to build their house. This is for people who are trying to get and restore peace into their home. This is for people who wants to know, well, if I would do it, how could I make it work? Or how did you make it work? Or what are some things that you can do to be successful? What are the pros and what are the cons of the lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? What are the secrets that people don't want to talk about? What are some things you may or may not experience or go through or may see or may hear? Right here. So there's so many reasons why you would want to get this book. One of the things we're going to focus on today is you bitch ass niggas that's cheating on your wife. So a lot of y'all say, oh, well, ain't no such thing as cheating and you can't cheat. And all right, so I'm going to show you exactly why I disagree with that. And again, I may have brothers and friends who you may see me with. They may disagree. My views does not affect their views. I'm speaking specifically on me and how I'm looking at it. All right. So I may have a brother who I'm cool with that may be, hey, he might disagree. And sisters, if you're watching this, if you're cool with somebody I know, etc., look, what works in my house may not work in your house, and vice versa. I'm okay with that. Me and your husband or your brother or friend may not agree, or brother, me and you may not agree, but you niggas about to get this work. All right. And I'm willing to talk and discuss this with anybody. You say, well, you disagree. Hey, Luke, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So if somebody share this video with you and you say I'm wrong, hey, look, book me at ProPilotBook.com. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. I'm willing to engage in a dialogue in this. You know what I'm saying? But once I get done with this, hey, look, it's going to be irrefutable. All right, so let's first ask a question for those of you who disagree. All right, those who got more than one woman, secret women, secret wives, or whatever you want to call them. When you first got with your first woman, did you lie to her about wanting another woman? Or if you had another woman, or if you were thinking about pursuing another woman? Did you withhold information from her? Did you do that out of fear that, you know what, if I tell her this, then she she gonna leave or she gonna be mad at XYZ? Did you withhold information from her? Did you deceive her? Did you rob her of her choice? And let me explain that. Matter of fact, that's chapter 4 of the book. So one of the things I talk about in chapter 4 of the book on page 70, there are 4 rules that are unwritten rules I had right there. Be upfront. Was you upfront with her from the jump? The second one is being transparent. Were you transparent? Were you clear and easy to be understood? Being unapologetic, that's a big one right there. You brothers that may be poly, you would cower down to coddle her feelings instead of just standing on it. And being honest. You didn't lie about anything. Did you do those things? The answer is no. And brother, you broke some unwritten rules. When you were so-called upfront, you didn't tell her beforehand? You didn't tell her that this is what I want to do? You wasn't clear and easy to understand? So, let's go ahead and deal with it. Let me share the screen before we go into my book real quick. All right. We're going to go ahead and get some understanding, ladies and gents. You find... cheat. Go that first. Cheat. Look at this. To act dishonestly. Look at that. Have you brothers been doing that? Have you lied about anything? Or unfairly in order to, look at this, to gain an advantage? In this case, this would be you lying and being dishonest in hopes of gaining a wife. Did you do that? Did you do those things? Then it goes into the word avoid. But look at what we have right here. Cheater, escape, evade. What evade? Escape or avoid. By cleverness or trickery. Have you done these things in any way? Did you avoid telling her that you wanted another wife? Or you were seeking a concubine? A concubine is a lover. That's another topic. I got a lesson on my YouTube channel that speaks on what a concubine is, if you are wondering what in the heck is he talking about with a concubine. I did this video right here over 2 years ago. It goes into a concubine. So if you're wondering that, there it is. Concubine versus concubines. What is it? Polygyny, that's the name of it. But did you do those things? Did you trick her? Did you tell her things like, yo, you know, you're going to be my only woman? And that's what a lot of you brothers are doing. You will talk shit about brothers who are open and honest about them being poly, but then you turn right around and lie, and you will avoid the conversation of poly. A lot of you brothers will talk about poly with me, but if your woman come in the room or she come around, you don't really want to talk about it. You ain't enthusiastic about it anymore. That lets me know right then and there you're breaking unwritten rules. You want to know what I think about it? Get the book. Why do I look at you as a bitch? Why? Get the book. Get the book. You was just so pro-poly. Your wife thinking she gonna be the only one. But yeah, you coming to me in hopes that I can coddle your feelings to get you to justify lying to her, hiding it. And I used to feel this way. I used to be like, man, fuck her goddamn feelings. Who gives a shit? Let her cry a river. But you'll learn why I had those changes of heart. You grow. Anybody who knew me, especially before November the 7th, 2020, would say that. You know what I'm saying? But I would say from this 2021, late 2020 up until now, a totally different person how I have an outlook on the polygamous lifestyle. So let's go back before we get into my book real quick. So we have lie, evade, right? Avoid, dodge, sidestep. Go back. So here it is. Did you lie? go to dishonest. Look at that word. Dishonest. Behaving or prone to behave in an untrustworthy or fraudulent way. Are you doing that, brothers? With your wife? Now, you can lie to me and lie to her, but you can't lie to the Most High. You can't lie to yourself. Are you moving like you untrustworthy? Is she finding numbers? Is she finding you flirting with people? Not saying that she should be going looking through your shit. That's another topic. But if these things have happened, where you hiding it? So, swindling. Use deception to deprive someone of money or possessions. Obtain money fraudulently. All these is dealing with what? Tricking, cheating, trick. In a cunning or skillful act or scheme intend to deceive or outwit someone. Look at that. Let's go to what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a tongue twister. What is the word I'm looking for? There's another word that I want to bring out before we get started. We went over the lies, we went over the trickery, we went over the dishonest. There was another word, y'all. Just excuse me for 1 second. What is this word that I want to bring out? Omit. Leave out or exclude. So if your wife was to ask you, well, do you have another woman? Do you desire another woman? Or especially in the beginning, before y'all even become a thing. If she asking these things and you omit, if you leave this out, that's a form of lying. So here it is, leave out or exclude someone, i.e. that other woman, or something. And you may be desiring another woman in this aspect, either intentionally or forgetfully. But you and I both know you Negroes ain't forgetting to tell a woman that you want another woman. You ain't neglecting to tell her that, because that is a form of neglect. So if you leave it out, shut it out, exclude it out, hide it, all these is dealing with forms of lies and deceit. Lies and deceit. Now, we're going to go ahead and get started, because I know a lot of you want to ask, well, what about from the biblical aspect? We're going to talk about it. Before we do, if you have the unwritten rules of polygyny, we're going to go to chapter 5, or unwritten rule number 5. Now, unwritten rule number 4, on page 70 in the Unrevised Version, it goes into things about not robbing her of her choice. You bitch ass niggas. All right. So, one of the things I say here, I say, I don't want to give everything away, but dealing with these things, let's see. All right. I said, this is for the sake of you getting and restoring peace into your home and getting it off that sand that it's built on. All right. I said, now that sand is not a strong foundation. You'll learn about that in the book. I said, because it will fall if you keep it out of pride. The following are more unwritten rules that are also not in the Bible, but will help you in building your household. Number 1, be upfront. Number 2, be transparent. Number 3, be unapologetic. Number 4, be honest. I said, well, most of you brothers go wrong is not being upfront, not being transparent, and having the nerve to be unapologetic when you're not completely honest about what you are doing. Although it's your God-given right to take another wife without her permission. But in doing so without being honest and upfront about it, you are destroying her peace and yours. When you do that, you are building your house upon sand and not upon the rock. Seeing as how I have a total of 3 wives, now obviously, I have a 4th wife, and I'm actually courting another woman now. I said I am speaking all of this from experience, as I told you earlier. Once again, this is not a scripture of any kind. So that's why I said what works in my house may not work in your house. You don't have to agree. I said, so you can take or leave this advice. I said, like it or not, this is another unwritten rule of polygyny. You have a better chance at having a peaceful polygynous union when you're upfront, transparent, unapologetic, and honest about everything. Somebody say everything with me, guys. Everything. All things. I said this gives the woman the choice to decide if polygyny is something she wants to pursue or not. It also gives her a sense of security by knowing up front what she's getting into. By knowing up front what she's getting into. I know some of you brothers may not wish to hear this, but hiding and pretending as if you don't want to be a part of polygyny when you know damn well you do is bogus. You'll constantly lie, sneak around, and you will constantly get caught, and then lie after you get caught. Brothers, once the peace in your home has diminished, this is when it becomes a problem. This is when the house that you built on a rock is now built on sand. Most men will say things like, yeah, I'm polygynous. I'm the man of my household. I'm in charge. Then when his wife's around, he doesn't have the same energy he had when he told you that he wants another wife. In fact, he will cowardly whisper it or suggest going into another room away from her because his wife is around. So like I told you earlier, niggas will talk about poly, but when his woman come around, man, he don't have that same energy that he once had. Oh man, I don't know if you sisters knew. He don't have that same energy, or he'll kind of talk just a little bit about it. He may say a little bit about it, but he ain't got that same energy that he once had. And that lets me know right there, you on some weak shit and you a bitch. And we're gonna talk about it. But it's not too late. You can stop being a bitch today though. So I said, he'll gauge her to see if her face expression is different, to see if she was bothered by what was said, or if she even heard it all. So I can be talking about poly, be like, yeah, I'm pursuing another wife, and hey, how you doing with your poly and X, Y, and Z and things like that. Well, hold up, baby, let me talk to my brother real quick, or let me step in another room, or yeah. But when he around me, just me and him, it's, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, man, poly and blah blah blah. You want some weak shit, my boy? And we're gonna talk about it. Why are you being so weak? I said, these are all signs of guilt and shame. Like when you brothers do that. When these things occur, that lets me know that you haven't been upfront, transparent, unapologetic, or honest with your wife. This is an example of your house being built upon sand and not a rock. Let's be honest. We know that many women will walk away from you once you tell her that you aspire to have more than one wife one day. Or if you tell her you have another wife already. 9 times out of 10, the relationship will be over before it begins. However, because you were honest with her and not wasting her time, she will simply let you know if it's something that she doesn't want to partake in. Brother, I have a question, and be honest. Now this is the question. If you could avoid, now answer this question, brothers. If you could avoid if you can avoid the drama and all the unnecessary trouble, and you knew there was a strong chance that your house would have a better shot at being stronger and more unified in polygyny, would you follow these unwritten rules or these rules? Would you do that? There was no doubt in my mind that a real woman would appreciate you so much more for being honest with her from the beginning. Not after you got caught, motherfucker, but from the beginning. Or not robbing her of her choice, meaning you were upfront with her. Yeah, I'm poly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't a person they can't say they don't know what poly the hell's even all on my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Well, the lighting, you can't see it, but I got my poly stuff on now. It's red and gold. But anyway, I said you gave her an option. You allowed her to make her own decision without manipulating the situation. I said you gave her an option. You allowed her to make her own decision without manipulating the situation. Ooh-wee. I know you brothers probably asking yourself, what does Judah mean by not robbing her of her choice? What do you mean by I gave her an option? Listen up. You gave her the option to walk away from partaking in a polygynous union. She may be upset with you for wanting more than one wife, and glad she didn't fall in love with you. Now she gets to find another man who wants to be with only one woman, monogamy. And she will love and embrace the fact that the monogamous man that she's looking for is not you. That's perfectly fine because you didn't build a house upon sand for you and her. So I said, so there wouldn't have been a chance for that house to fall. Now I don't want to give everything away on that. This is talking about brothers being open and honest from the beginning. Now in chapter 5, that's dealing with the drama in the household for robbing a woman of her choice. So I said, brothers, the last thing you want to do is make a woman feel like you've embarrassed her or made her feel low. Let me read that again. Brothers, the last thing you want to do is make a woman feel like you've embarrassed her and made her feel low. Now remember, I talked about the common mistakes that people make in polygyny. You brothers who be lying, sneaking, hiding, cheating, guess what it causes you to do in the end? It causes you to be like, damn, well, you know what? I do want both them women, you know what I'm saying? But because I went open and honest, now I got to choose. So now I'm going to go ahead and marry her. And then I'm going to say, fuck her. You get what I'm saying? So now you got to put her away. That's what poly has been causing some of you brothers to do. So when you get the anti-poly people like IUIC, when they talk about this, you niggas be doing this and you giving them the room to say these things. Oh, polygyny is just a mess. It ain't nothing but brothers trying to fulfill their lust, and he go and get with this woman, then he gets rid of her, then he want to go get one hot. They doing this. Them brothers is right about that. Now, I don't agree with their views on poly, but they are right about some things in that. You brothers is being messy. But on the flip side, some of them brothers who do talk shit about poly, they'll go and teach in another city, and then they'll leave their woman at home with their family, and then they woman, oh, see you later, king, and my lord, or I don't want, or whatever you want to call your husband. And he go and teach another city, but she don't know. They reach out to me for counsel and tell me things like, well, yeah, so I do got a woman at home, and I be going to other cities when I be teaching. I got other women in other cities. Oh, yeah. So the same ones that diss and talk shit about poly are the same niggas that steal poly. And you niggas is deceitful. You niggas is liars and bitches. But we're going to talk about it. Remember, you can get this book at propolybook.com. The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny. So, I said, brothers, the last thing you want to do is make a woman feel like you've embarrassed her and made her feel low. Because think about it, bro. You done lied to her, sneaking around on her. Nigga, you going to embarrass her in front of her loved ones? Huh? So I said here, did you know by you lying, sneaking around and hiding the fact that you want to be polygynous? She thinking you want to be the only one, but you hid the fact. You omitted. You were dishonest. You withheld information from her. You withheld information about someone or something. Trickery. You did it to gain an advantage. Bro, you embarrassing your woman. Come on now, you got motherfuckers talking about y'all. So, I said, did you know by you lying and sneaking around and hiding the fact that you want to be polygynous, you are putting your household at risk and could lose a lot. I don't need to mention all the things that you could lose. Hell, you might lose your life. Some of these women, hey, I'm just saying, you know. I said, even if you finally told her the truth after you're busted, Because that is a big thing. Negro, you've been hiding and lying and sneaking, and after you got caught, now you want to be completely honest about it, or you'll tell her, oh, well, I did tell you. I did tell you. What you mean, baby? I told you. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me what you talking about. I told you when I was there, blah, blah, blah. And get this, guess what? Your woman might be completely fucking wrong. You might have told her. But guess what you still did, though? You still broke unwritten rule number 9. Still broke unwritten rule number 9. You might have told her, right? Check this out real quick. You might have told her, or you might not have. You might have thought you told her. In your mind, you might have told her, but you might not have told her. So here, chapter 9, or unwritten rule number 9 is, look at this, educating her. That's key right there. Educating her and getting her to understand polygyny. So there's a difference right there. I'm gonna give you a little snippet, page 164. Often brothers ask me, how do you keep your polygynous marriage? Like, how do you, like, even when I've made mistakes in the past, like, how are they so strong? But I said, how are they so happy and not arguing and fighting? How is it that your household remains so strong? Number one, I said, I never robbed them of their choice. I never robbed them of their choice. And if you have not read chapter 4, and I made this like this, so you brothers, oh man, I skimmed through it. Guess what? You ain't gonna understand the whole book because I have it set up like that. You have to read the whole book. It's a series. So I said, if you have not read chapter 4, then you have no clue as to what I'm speaking about. Shower her soul and pretty flowers can grow. The next part, well, I don't want to give everything away, but I talk about these things. You may have told her about it, but did she understand? Were you transparent about everything before you actually did it? Were you transparent about everything? Did you lie about anything? Was you unapologetic about it? Did she fully understand what she was getting herself into beforehand? I'm just letting you brothers know some of the common mistakes that you all make. A lot of you would desire your wives to be together, and some of you won't. Some of you don't desire your wives to be together. Some of you don't desire your wives to be together because you may beat on this one and may not want the other one to know that you're beating her ass. And the second wife is going to be getting her ass beat sooner or later too, or you're hiding shit. So you won't want them to be together in the same city and all the way. You know what I'm saying? So I get that too. So you're a bitch ass nigga for doing it, but I get it. I see why you're doing that, because you're a bitch. So, and look, you gotta hear this. You know what I'm saying? Look, when I get on the sisters, always, oh well, dang, he's a misogynist. Then when I get on the brothers, oh, he being a simp. But if you want to know how the household is being ran, look, I'm not saying you gotta agree with everything that I'm saying. You can disagree with everything that I'm saying. But I am giving you some wisdom that you could take and be like, all right, cool, I get it. And we still gonna be getting to why I said it's cheating. We almost there. But there's a few more things I need to read so you can see why I'm saying you niggas is cheaters. You niggas is cheaters. That's just what it is. You a cheating ass nigga. So, and I don't respect it. I don't respect blind polygyny. I don't respect that at all. And this here, they coming together in unity. Not for no fucking threesomes, not for no group sex and none of that bullshit. But as sisters, they coming together. Everybody know about each other. They not separate. So, it's a lot of mess that goes on, Paul. And if I don't speak out about it, they're gonna put all us in a bunch together. And I'm not to be in the box with you bitch ass niggas. No. That won't make me flawless at all. We all make mistakes, but an error don't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. What are you doing to grow? And if you brothers know that there's issues that are going on in poly, why are you not sending them to people like me or other people? Hey brother, look, get the book, The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny. Hey sis, get The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny. Even if you've been in a union for 10, 12, you know what I'm saying, 20 years, get the book. It's information that's gonna benefit all of y'all. Brothers, if you courting another woman, dating another woman, etc., or thinking about pursuing another woman, make sure all y'all get the book, not just you. Not just you. Why? Because you know it's gonna be some shit that's gonna cut your ass. You don't want them to see it. And the sisters, it's some shit that's gonna cut you too. And you might not want your husband to see it. I'm cutting everybody. Everybody. Men and women. You getting cut in the book. Both. But I had to start with the brothers first because we're the head. We the head. So, here we go. I said, now that you've embarrassed her, she now has to explain to her family, friends, co-workers, and anyone else she holds near and dear to her that her knight in shining armor, meaning that man, you, she once had, isn't the man of her dreams. Now, why she got to do that, my boy? Because she done bragged on how she got a good man and how he comes home every night and he's not like these other men. But then turns out that he's just like these other men. Turns out he might be with some of these other men. Some of you sisters is checking in the wrong direction. Oh, well, not my man. Yeah, that's because you ain't looking for the man that he's dealing with. That's another topic too. So, I said that her knight in shining armor that she once had isn't the man of her dreams. She had a vision of that man who only wanted her. Now she feels like that was snatched from her. Brothers, listen up. You were the one responsible for this. You. Think about something. Had you been upfront, transparent about everything, unapologetic and honest about everything, would she be feeling that way? No. Because she would have understood. Not know, but understood what it was. There's a difference between knowing and fully understanding. Yeah, she may have knowledge of it, may be aware of it, but did she understand? I'm not saying you got to do this, bro. But what I am saying is there's a lot of common mistakes that you all make, and there are things that you can avoid. That you can avoid. Check this out. There's things that you can avoid. And I need you all to understand. All right. Check this out. The woman who I'm courting, look at what she told me right here. Right here. You see that? That's called security. She just told me this today. Literally. Today. I'm telling you, brothers, where you fucking up at. Literally. That woman very well may be my fifth wife. So if I'm able to teach you all about the mistakes that I've made or things that I could have done better, if I'm able to show you brothers how to do polygyny, even if I was to lose everybody tomorrow, at least you know, okay, well, at least we know what could work. Because what y'all doing, it ain't working. It's not producing no fruit behind that shit. Anybody learning from y'all? Looking at y'all as no damn example? And if they not, then what are you doing? If y'all not growing, what are you doing? So now here it is. She feel like you snatched it from her, meaning I thought that it was just going to be me and him. That's what I understood it was going to be. Now it's not. Now that doesn't mean that a brother may not have sisters. That don't mean that a brother may not can have a change of hearts later. Some brothers would have thought that maybe it was a sin. You know what I'm saying? And he may come to realize that, dang, well, maybe it's not. You get what I'm saying? But brothers, don't be a bitch ass nigga and lie about it though. This is mainly to the brothers that do this shit from the jump. There are a lot of sisters that are now put on the shelf because the brothers was lying to her, misusing the polygynous lifestyle as a crutch to be like, well, you know what? All right, so I do want this and I want this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and deal with her. I'm gonna fuck her and sabotage that shit, and then I'm gonna go fuck with her. Fuck that bitch. I'm telling you, I'm not lying about this. I'm not lying about it. And people were sweeping under the rug, but it's happening. It's happening. And now Johnny's like, well, I can't go deal with her. That's still her husband. And then time goes on, and what happened? Well, I'm single now. Well, technically, you still married to Johnny. It's happening, I'm telling you. And if your name Johnny, I ain't talking about you. But anyway, I said, you're the one responsible for this. I wanted brothers to learn empathy, putting yourself in the other person's shoes and understanding from their viewpoint, even if you disagree with them. Put yourself in their shoes. Look at what the fuck you did. And now many emotions are coming behind this over the next few days, weeks, even months. And that's assuming that she's still around. So in other words, it's going to be backlash that may come from it. I said, now that you have embarrassed her, you have now ruined the trust circle. And that's very bad when trust is going away. Why? Because now you have taken security off the table. She don't feel secure in you anymore. I bring security, I provide, I do all this. It ain't just that. Now your household ain't secure now because you're a fucking liar. I said, now more damage is done and more backlash will come, such as a mouth. You know, you're going to hear that, baby, why you not in? Or whatever, how it may come. I said, yes, men don't like to hear a woman's mouth, but robbing her of her choice on taking a second wife that she knew nothing about will definitely get her mouth going. Now, not only you've embarrassed her, now you have to deal with the backlash of her feeling used. Let me explain why. I first would like to point out that it is your God-given right to take a second wife at any time, however you see fit, just as long as she's a single woman. We know it's no secret that many of you want to procreate and have lots of children, and we also know that some women aren't able to do that. Many women, matter of fact, I'm gonna hold it there, get the book, learn that. Let's get to the cheating part now. All right, let's go deal with that. Still in chapter 5. All right. Why am I saying things like, what is he talking about with cheating? We can't cheat. Not according to the Bible. This is for my polygynous brothers who believe that polygyny is not a sin. Let's talk about it. So, page 88. I said, let's be honest. We understand that in the beginning, you can tell women that one woman is enough for you. But what happens when you turn around and put them in a situation where they feel betrayed? Now listen to what I said, bro. I didn't say you betrayed her, but I said when they feel betrayed. This is empathy, putting yourself in the other person's shoes. I said you will get backlash, drama, and pain. Hold on one second. Had a brother calling me. I said, shout out to Shawsham too. That's a brother's calling. I'm gonna call you after this. Hold up. All right. So I said, let's be honest. We understand in the beginning you can tell women that one woman is enough for you. But what happens when you turn around and put them in a situation where they feel betrayed? You will get backlash, drama, and pain. When you're not honest up front, you are destroying our sisters in more ways than one. Now think about something here. You get some sisters that be like, man, fuck doing poly. Why? Because they think it's an excuse to cheat. Now, why do they think that? Think about that. Even though they're wrong, why do they feel that way? Because look at the examples that they're looking at. They're saying niggas cheating. And I'm calling you bitch ass niggas. All right? They see you niggas cheating, sneaking and hiding. And now it's like, well, fuck it. Well, then shit, I could do polygyny. Well, damn, nigga, why you wasn't just upfront about that from the get-go, you bitch? Why wasn't you? Yeah. Viewer discretion is advised. You know, if you men acting like niggas and bitches, I'ma say that. Just like if you women act like bitches, I'ma say that too. So yeah. I can do polygyny then. Negro, you don't even understand the lifestyle. You don't even know what it takes to be successful in the lifestyle. You're not even mentally stable for one damn woman. Fuck do you want to destroy 2 women for? Stupid. Why you want to do that for? What do you know about it? Huh? So, I said it's bad enough she was cheated on, and now she has to come into the truth. Now, if you are new to the channel, when I say come into the truth, I do believe that I'm an Israelite. I do believe in the Bible, and we have a term we say coming into the truth. In other words, come into the truth of who we are, our customs and our culture. I do know that everybody that watches may not agree with that. All right. The book is not a biblical book. It's a poly book, even though I have some scriptures in it, but it's a poly book. But when I say that she was cheated on, in other words, before she came into our culture, she got cheated on. Then she come into our culture and she may say, oh, well, I'm an Israelite too. I'm a Hebrew too. But then she get cheated on by the very brother that's reading the Bible and telling her, hey, we got to be righteous. We can't be out here lying and breaking God's laws. Meanwhile, nigga, you cheating and you lying and sneaking. How you think she gonna look at you when you out in the street telling brothers to get right with God and repent, turn from your sins? When they be like, oh, well, stop making whores of the daughters of Zion. Things like that. Meanwhile, you sneaking and hiding and cheating. She gonna look at your hypocrite ass like you a fucking idiot. You stupid as fuck. Viewer discretion is advised. Once again, how you think she gonna look at you? Like a hypocrite? Because you are. But we're gonna talk about it though. So, you wanna know how my household is peaceful? Huh? Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, propolybook.com. And get this, that don't mean that nothing couldn't happen to me in my house. Nobody's excluded. I can literally turn from this and be an idiot and the household go to shit. And I pray to God that he'll never allow me to do that. I pray to God. And I pray to God he'll never allow you to do it either. I pray. That don't mean that tomorrow they may not have a change of hearts. Fuck it. This was fun while it lasted. Brothers, at least we know what will work. At least we know what will work. So, I said, it's bad enough she was cheated on, and now she has to come into the truth, into his culture that you forced her into, only to be cheated on. Only to be cheated out of her choice as well. Damn, Negro, you are no better than the nigga in the world. She get dogged out by you and him. I said, had you told her from the beginning, more than likely she would have said no. We get that. She would have said no, more than likely. Now that she's in love with you, now check this part out though. Now that she's in love with you, it's hard for her to make this choice. Now she doesn't know what to do. So she's now in love with you. You swept her off her feet. You didn't tell her, or you withheld information about you being poly. You wasn't fully transparent, easy to understand. She never fully understood the polygamous lifestyle. But now she's in love with you. So now it's like, shit, I love this, man. I don't know what to do. Now, most women would still stay. Well, some women would still stay. And some brothers know that. So what they do is they'll manipulate the situation, make the woman fall in love. And then it's at that point, it's too late now. We married, we stuck now. You manipulated her. It's manipulation. And now guess what happened? Now you done destroyed her peace. And now guess what's happening to your peace? You're paying for it. Because you was too much of a bitch to tell the truth. You fucking pussy. And you weak as fuck for that. You weak as fuck for that. You manipulated her. Then what you do? You call her bitches, you shameless bitch and all of that. Well, damn, what the fuck are you? Fuck are you? What are you? Now your household shit, your woman don't want you, or your women don't want you. Your house is fucked up. Why? Probably because of what you started off doing. Now you got your women rivalry with each other. because you wasn't completely honest about everything. Not some things, everything. Lay it out there. Guess what, y'all? My wives will see this video. They watch all my videos. I can say right now, I'm taking applications for 2 wives in every state. Right now. Do you think my wives be mad, jealous, angry, depressed about it? No. You wanna know why? Because they knew and understood what it was beforehand. If you saw the video I did, this one right here, if you saw the video I did, let me show you. I had did the video, this one. Do I have jealous wives? Let me see if I can find that clip where one of my wives was saying that. Let's see. And you get to hear what she said. Check this out. Let me see.
We feel like at any point this is like force or something that you didn't want to do, or
no.
You know, like did you feel like, oh, God's kind of forcing me to do this?
No, I didn't. If I might say, I shot my shot.
My wife said she shot a shot. And she scored too.
He went.
Right.
You know,
I'm gonna shoot my shot.
I shot my shot first, so.
So you hear that, brothers? Don't be discouraged.
So,
you're doing righteous out here and being bringing security, things like that. Hey, and at some point you won't have to find. They'll come to you.
Yeah, but I just really, I found him to be a man of wisdom, great wisdom that I had never experienced before. So that was the reason why I shot my shot. But anyway, that's on the subject. I never felt forced
I never felt forced. You hear this? This is what she said. I never felt forced.
Matter of fact, I felt more relaxed than I thought I would. I didn't feel forced. I still don't feel forced. I feel like this is for me.
She said she still don't feel forced. She feel like it's for her.
I feel like I fit right in. So yeah, it's a wonderful experience.
Yeah, all them shots they shot at me, I wasn't giving none of them the time of day. I was like, I'm good.
I lied like a motherfucker.
Judy.
Okay, well maybe it's not true.
Judy, you hopped down on Judy.
I did.
Technically, you hopped down on us too.
Yes.
Facts.
I lied.
I need to read my own book.
That was it. I didn't say that.
I'm lying. I need to read my own book. That's the honest part. I'm lying my ass off. But I guess so. Last but not least, I said that like 2 questions ago, or maybe 3. So somebody may ask you why. Why you want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Why? Like you weren't raised like this. Why would you want to do this? Are you stupid?
No, I'm not. I'm actually wise too.
Right.
Anyway, well, I gave it some thought. I did give it some thought. I really didn't really think about it. I didn't think about, well, I wasn't raised this way. Side note, I don't have sisters. So I was looking forward to connecting with my sister wives because I never experienced that. I had girl cousins and things of that nature, and maybe friends or so-called friends, and that's in the book too.
Yeah.
So I was really looking forward to the union. I was looking forward to just a family,
I was just gonna ask, so would you consider your sisters as your family?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my family, it's my best friends. Yeah. And it should be that way. You should be able to talk to your sister wife and confide in her and, just share some of the things that may be on your heart you might be going through one day. And so you talk to your sister wife.
So how would you treat the new sister wife coming if there's a new sister wife? Knowing me, it more likely will, but.
Because it more than likely is, because I'm courting one now.
How would you treat her?
I would treat her like I want to be treated. Yeah. So, yeah, teach her the ropes and things of that nature. So, yeah.
Now that was a part where I was looking for. Let me see. Let me go back.
Really appreciated that part.
Hold on, I think I found it.
On YouTube, I was just like, wow, like it was the epitome of instructions to help me to be that sister wife that I need to be.
Yeah, hear that? So she talked about when she watched this channel right here, youtube.com/House of Judah. She said it helped her. It was like a guideline to help her to be the sister wife that she wanted to be. So in other words, she knew what to expect and things like that just by watching the channel. So brothers, if you follow the system that I have set in place for you, and you have them to watch the channel, and you have them to get the unwritten rules of polygyny, you see the results that it can have.
Right.
It was almost like if I watched the videos, then I should have little or no excuses.
You see that? She would have little to no excuses. Why is that? Because everything is being laid out before her. Transparency is what that is. She said there'll be no excuse. No excuse. Don't leave these sisters with no excuse. Tell them everything.
To have little or no excuses when I come into the house on how I need to behave.
Facts.
How my demeanor needs to be. How
her demeanor needs to be.
I need to serve my king, our king. It was just like a foundation laid out.
It was like a foundation laid out for her. Look at that. She had watched every video before she even came in the house.
So I really appreciated that part. And I just had a wonderful first impression meeting with them. Passover would be like a year. That is, I would have first time meeting them. And I just hit it off with them. I mean, it was a great experience, and yeah.
So did you feel like at any point this is like forced or something that you didn't want to do, or
no?
You know, like did you feel like, oh, God's kind of forcing me to do this?
No, I didn't. If I might say, I shot my shot.
And I can't find that part. Let me see if I can find. Hold on.
Bring security to the table. What's been with you for over a year? What was your experience? You know, I'm sure somebody want to hear from you. You know, talk to us. What's your experience and how was this for you? You know, blink once if you're okay and two if you're not. You know.
Hey, look, we silly, man. Hey, we play all day. We do this all the time.
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Okay.
But go ahead. What's your experience?
My experience has been great. I have learned a lot. I'm gonna speak first on the courtship. Mm-hmm. I can honestly say that there was a lot of consistency with me. I know sometimes you sisters are out here and you might be courting someone and they may call you once every 6 months or whatever the case may be, but there was a lot of consistency. The cards were laid on the table.
You see that, brothers? The cards were laid on the table.
What do you mean by that? Somebody might be like, what are you talking about?
Say that the cards were laid on the table. I mean, honesty about everything.
You see that? She said I was honest about everything. Everything. Listen to this.
What do you mean by that? Somebody might be like, what are you talking about?
Say that the cards were laid on the table. I mean, honesty about everything. I'm a polygynist. I have 3 other wives.
So
far. Why? Because more than likely, knowing me, it's gonna be more. So she knew and understood that before, when we were courting, before she was my woman, she knew and understood that. And you hearing this?
It's just honesty. And so you quote unquote sisters that feel like you're being cheated on in this particular union, and while I was courting, everything was set on the table.
Everything was set on the table. I didn't what?
Come in blindsided.
She didn't come in blindsided.
I didn't come in not knowing.
She didn't come in not knowing. I didn't withhold no information. I didn't omit nothing. Huh? No deception.
What to expect.
She did. Look at that. I didn't come in not knowing what to expect. She knew what to expect.
Or what was there when I, joined the union. Everything was laid out on the table.
She said everything was laid out on the table. My beautiful wife is 52. She ain't no fool. Smart, educated woman with a degree and everything. She said everything was laid on the table. I love you, my Angie.
The third thing I would say is, I learned how to be accountable, and I learned how to listen.
She learned how to be accountable, and she learned how to listen. Learn how to listen. I talk about these things in my book about submission. I talk about things like, yeah, the woman's supposed to listen and obey, but would you rather her listen and submit in a peaceful and positive environment or in the prison? So I tell you, brothers, how to do these things. You tell her, hey, submit. But you ain't built no solid foundation behind that. She don't trust you to submit to your stupid ass. Because you a lying, sneaking ass, bitch ass nigga who cheat. Who want to submit to you, stupid? Come on now.
Even before I came into the household, when I know two of the things is to obey and listen.
You see that? Listen and obey. She knew and understood that in the beginning. Listen and obey. But guess what I did, brother? I laid down a beautiful foundation for her to listen and obey in. I didn't belittle her, dog her out, lie, sneak, and hide.
I learned how to listen and do what it is that I was commanded to do. Well, and I know sometimes it may be sisters out there where you may be used to a different type of relationship, maybe a worldly relationship.
A nigga that be lying, sneaking, and cheating relationship.
You might have been dealing with that type of relationship, and then you got in the truth, and so you're courting a brother that's in the truth.
Now you courting a brother in the truth, and think about it. Why should she go through that shit with us? Why should she do that? It should be a difference between us and them.
My suggestion to you is to listen. Listen for everything that they're giving you instructions, they're commanding you to do it,
But notice she's coming from the perspective of, I wasn't lied to. I knew and understood everything that it was. Not you bitch ass niggas.
That's going to prepare you for when you get into the household and, you notice how things are going on a daily basis in the household. And then you'll get practice in it, because that's what you're supposed to do, listen and obey. So if you start while you're courting, then you should not have too many problems when you get into the household.
When you have these type of things, brothers, you ain't got to worry about, think about it. Look, I ain't never got to worry about my women calling me and blowing my phone up. Who's that woman? Who's that woman I see you talking with or flirting with? I ain't got to worry about none of that. You want to know why? The unwritten rules of polygyny. ProPolyBook.com. That's why. That's why. I ain't never got to worry about no woman calling my other woman, oh, I'm coming to you as a woman. Fuck out of here. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about, oh, well, he's got another woman over there. Yes, of course, I'm poly. I'm going to be poly. Brothers, look, if you monogamous, then be monogamous. Only, look, let me say this. Monogamy is beautiful. Polygyny is beautiful. Isaac was monogamous in the Bible. Adam was monogamous. Noah was monogamous. So monogamy is beautiful. And I always say polygyny is not for everybody. Polygyny is not for everybody. But monogamy isn't either. Why? Because niggas still cheating. Be open and honest from the get-go, from the jump. From the jump. Polygyny not for everybody, but monogamy isn't either. You ain't got to worry about when is she gonna say she found out about my other woman? If you monogamous, then be monogamous. That means don't be talking to another woman, texting another woman, flirting with another woman, sleeping with another woman, creeping around with another woman. Don't be entertaining other women. Be monogamous. But if you poly, then be poly. Be poly. We gonna have other women. That's just what it's gonna be. And sisters, if a brother did these things that I'm doing, and then you see my wife doing, and everything was laid out, and you chose to get into that, get out your goddamn feelings. Get out your feelings. You got no excuse. You knew and understood what it was. Get the fuck out your goddamn feelings. You're wrong in that sense. Why? Because he told you what it was. What, you thought you were gonna change him? You thought that he was gonna be like, oh, he's only gonna want me when I get in there. He only gonna be thinking about me. Nah, you dummy. Your fucking fault, stupid. Your fucking fault. And you deserve what's coming to your ass because you tried to manipulate him. Stupid. Just like I call him stupid, I call you stupid. So you knew what it was and understood what it was. He was standing on it. And I guess you thought it was just gonna be a phase. Now you thought you was gonna be the last and the only woman, and now he got another woman, and now you and your feelings. No, you signed up for that. Poly men gonna be poly, monogamous men gonna be monogamous. You should have been with a monogamous man. That's what you should have did. Stop dealing with us if you know we poly, because we gonna be poly. That's what it's gonna be. Brothers be unapologetic about it. Don't hide it. I got a flag. I'm proud of being poly. I'm proud of plural marriage. Proud of no sneaking, no hiding. But we don't fuck with threesomes and orgies and all that bullshit. That ain't us. That's your household. Y'all do that shit, that's y'all fucking business. Don't bring that shit to us. We're not counseling that bullshit. No threesomes, no girl on girl, none of that bullshit. You motherfuckers can do that shit your motherfucking house. What works in our house may not work in your house, and what work in your house may not work in ours. My women are monogamous. They only deal with me. I'm poly. I deal with them. So none of that threesomes and orgies. You niggas trying to do that shit, go on over there with that shit. This ain't the channel for you. Well, I ain't gonna say that. This ain't the channel for you. I just put it like that. But let's get back to it.
Right. Go ahead.
With that being said, because it's actually in the Bible too. We know what we're supposed to do for the Most High. What did the Most High ask you to do? How do you show the Most High love? And going back, if we treat our husbands like we're supposed to treat the Most High, then we shouldn't have any problem. Yeah.
You see that? We shouldn't have it. That's what you said. We shouldn't have any problem. Think about it, brother. You operating in the spirit of the Most High. God ain't a man that he should lie to us. That's Numbers 23:19. He don't lie to us. And we his wives. He don't lie to us. Fuck you lying to them for? Pussy.
Absolutely. And then brothers, hey, rule in righteousness.
Rule in righteousness. Stop being a tyrant in your goddamn house. A tyrant. Abusing your authority in a sense. And you know if you've been a tyrant. Rule righteousness. Rule well in your house.
Rule in righteousness and, rule in righteousness. Don't be bitter to your wives. That's the scripture tells us. So I guess the last question I would have is, what was your experience like with your sister wives? Because I know, you remember we used to talk about you on videos before you were here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now that you...
So anybody who's been following us on the House of Judah channel, we would speak about her before she came into the house. And that's what she's talking about. Why? Because there were no fucking secrets. My wives knew another woman was coming into the house. Don't hide shit. For what? Who in the Bible that, for you brothers that believe in poly, who in the Bible was hiding women? Being secretive? If you call yourself a king, why you tiptoeing? Why you sneaking like a pussy? Kings don't do that. We rule righteously. Let's get to ProPolyBook.com where you get the unwritten rules of polygyny. All right, we still ain't got to why I said you niggas is cheating. So, keep listening. So I said, had you told her from the beginning, I mean, you want another woman, more than likely she would have said no. Now that she's in love with you, it's hard for her to make this choice. Now she doesn't know what to do. Because think about it, now she madly in love with you. She done fully invested everything in you. She probably done got rid of her friends and family for your ass and shit. Now you cheated and now I don't know what to do. I probably ain't got nowhere to go. All kind of shit. Because you lied. And let's just be real, because we grown. You know what I'm saying? She probably done slept with you. Nigga, the dick is good. And now it's like, shit, I don't know what the fuck to do. All kind of things she may be thinking. But you manipulated it, though, my boy. Oh, you didn't got that ass and before you told her the truth. You bitch. So I said, now the second wife will feel like she destroyed the first wife's home. Now she may feel like a home wrecker. And she will now think that she's the one ruining things. In reality, it's the husband who was dishonest. Brother, that's on you. That woman may feel like, dang, I feel so bad now I'm dealing with her. She didn't know much about me and things like that. I didn't really know her and things like that. Dang, now I feel like I done stepped on her toes now. You know, you get to hear the women. Women are territorial. Now she feel like, oh, I done stepped on her toes. But nigga, it was you. They both got to come to realization, nigga, you did this. So I said, you brothers will lie and say your wife is for polygyny. Oh, she don't give a shit. Then when I counsel all of you, I then find out that it was the total opposite. Yeah. In counsels, you don't really want her to speak. Because nigga, you feeling a little guilty. She gonna say some shit, and now you want to counsel. You want me to give the counsel. See, look, if y'all being biased and both parties can't be clear, then I can never fully counsel you all. Why? Because I can only counsel what I hear. So now you don't want the whole story to get out, because the whole story get out, your guilty ass is gonna be the one that's gonna be fucked up and rebuked. But now you want to paint the picture like it was just her, but nigga, it was you too. Yeah, I know, but hold on, let me say this real quick. No. Let her say what she's finna say, because she's finna expose your bullshit, nigga. We fuck around, start counseling you motherfuckers separate before we start bringing y'all ass together. That's what we might need to start doing. So, why do you think that is? It's because your house is built on sand. You caught the woman off guard. And now you're getting backlash from your lies. And guess what? You cheated on her. Let me further explain. Now, here we go. Y'all want to know about that cheating part? Brothers, listen, stop doing this. Stop cheating on the woman. I once was one of those men who believed you didn't owe a woman an explanation about anything when it came to wanting another wife. I used to feel that way. As of today, I can say that I have grown from my previous way of thinking. Brothers, does this mean I will always feel this way? No, it sure doesn't. The longer you live, the more you learn and grow. At least you should. Brothers, when you mess up and can't find peace, half the time, it's because you manipulated the situation from the start. Ready, set, go. You had already manipulated before I said ready. Now you can't find peace in your own home or within your manipulated poly circle. However, that came with a price. So yeah, bro, look, you ain't got to tell the woman shit, but that shit may come with a price. You might bite on more than what you could possibly chew, and now you trying to fix the shit because you put the cart before the horse and it's crumbling, and now you want to fix it while it's crumbling and crashing down. Nigga, I can't counsel that shit. I can't counsel that. The fuck? You done destroyed the damn house, nigga. Now you want me to help fix it. Nigga, you can't fix that shit. The fuck? Come on now. Viewer discretion is advised. I just don't want you sisters to feel no type of way when I get on your motherfucking ass too. Cause you see, I be going hard body on my brothers. I'm coming for y'all heads too, spiritually. So, I said, the first wife, oh no, wait. Now you can't find peace in your own home or within your manipulated poly circle. You have 2 wives now and you're proud of it. Or you may have more than 2 wives. And you're proud of it. However, that came with a price. The first wife, and even sometimes the second wife. came into the situation thinking that they would be the only woman. They each came into thinking it would just be the two of you, and you lied. We know our sisters are westernized and don't fully understand the concept. But if this is something you want, it is your job to learn about this lifestyle. Brothers, learn about the poly lifestyle before you pursue it. You have a better advantage of it. Get the book. Learn about it. Learn from somebody that's successful with it before trying to do it. It's more than just saying, oh, well, you know, since I was a fucking cheater in the world, I'm gonna go ahead and do this way, and yeah, I can do this. Or your pussy ass was a pimp in the goddamn world, and you think just because you was doing that now that, oh, this is gonna be easy. No, motherfucker, it's the responsibility behind this shit now. I just got done talking to a brother out in Vegas who was an ex-pimp, and he was thinking that, dang, well, maybe it's like the same thing, but he learned. He told me, he said, man, you need to start talking to some of these brothers, because many of them wouldn't even have to did this shit had they been open and honest from the jump. Or many of them want to lead that lifestyle and they in love with some of the women now, they can't. I said, brother, I need to get the book then. And now I can tell them, hey, I know a brother that's an ex-pimp. Go holler at him so he can tell you leave that stupid ass lifestyle alone. Shout out to the brother in Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you see this as well. But he learned a lot about poly. And this is a brother that was dealing with multiple women in his past. But it ain't the same thing. A responsibility is coming behind this shit, bro. You got to be responsible in this. You got lives that's really dependent on you. So, I said, the Bible doesn't give us instructions on the unwritten rules of polygyny, like the things that you may or may not face behind it. So, I said, now your wife doesn't trust you. The household is a wreck. And now you're missing one of the most important things that you desire. It starts with the P. It's not polygyny. It's peace. You desire peace. Now you ain't getting it and you don't got it. You gotta sit in your car to talk to your other woman. You gotta sit in the car to talk to me. Or you can't even come in your house and get peace in your house where you lay your head at, my boy. You gotta worry about wondering what mood they're gonna be in today. Yeah. I said peace is what you want, right? Of course. But does the Bible tell you how to deal with these things, like these unwritten rules? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. Now, this doesn't mean that now listen up, sisters. See, I sent this video to my husband with his lying, sneaking dog ass. Well, listen to this, sisters. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to explain yourself to her. It don't mean that he got to explain himself to you and answer every single question. He don't fucking got to do that, woman. Who the fuck are you to be interrogating him? But brother, at the same time, nigga, if you open and honest about it, she may feel like she ain't got to do the shit. She'd be able to trust that, yo, he poly, this is what he gonna be, this is what it is. That don't mean just be going through his motherfucking phone and shit. Matter of fact, I think I said that here too. This doesn't mean that she can just go through your messages, phones, or social media accounts. No, I don't mean that. I'm not saying it at all. Sisters, I'm not telling you to be going snooping and searching to see if the nigga cheating on you. But God will reveal it anyway. He'll reveal it. And 9 times out of 10 he's cheating on you with another woman or with another man, more than likely. So, yeah. I said, it doesn't mean that she can just go through your messages, phones, or social media accounts. She should be minding her business and trust that you are making the right decisions. But bro, how can she do that if you doing fucked up, conniving shit, being untrustworthy though? Yeah. You saw what my wife said. So, this is your choice if you wish to involve her in it. If she's jealous, I suggest you don't do that. So, me personally, I involve my wife. If I decide I'm thinking about taking another wife, yeah, I will involve my wives. And you will learn why in the book, and you more than likely will learn a lot more about why in book 2 or maybe book 3. So, I said, if she's extremely open to the idea of polygyny, I would suggest that you do. And let them build a solid bond as sisters outside of you. You see that, brother? Look, let them women build a bond outside of you and let's see where it goes. I said, I'm sure some of you don't agree with what I'm saying. Polygyny, believe it or not, there is one thing I'm sure you can agree on. It's best not to lie about anything if this is the lifestyle that you want. So you might be watching this saying fuck polygyny, but at least I'm sure you can agree with me. Nigga, don't lie to these women. Don't hide it. If you're gonna do that shit, be open and honest. Even if you disagree with poly, I'm sure you can respect a lot of what I'm saying. Well, at least he ain't lying to these motherfuckers and manipulated the shit. All right, I can get with that, but fuck poly. I'm cool with that. Because everybody ain't gonna agree with the lifestyle. Everybody gonna agree with monogamy. I said, now, something you will hear me saying a lot is that some women are not upset and jealous because you took on another wife. They're jealous of the fact that you were dishonest about it. I'm not speaking to the brothers who sincerely changed their minds later on and had a change of heart. This video is not for you type of brothers. You literally had a change of heart later on. I'm not talking about y'all. I said, I'm speaking to men who knew and understood what it was and lied about it. There is a commandment in the Bible that says, let's grab it real quick. Now we're finna get into the cheating part. Why is he saying this is cheating? All right. So this is for my Bible believers, for those of you in the Hebrew community. Leviticus 19, verse 11. All right. So, right here. Leviticus 19, verse 11. I want you all to fully understand and know what is about to come out here. So in here I say, the scripture says, you shall not steal, but watch this, y'all. Neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Wow. Look at that. Let me make this bigger for y'all real quick. Make my screen bigger. So look, here's the verse right here. You shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Now, brothers, ask yourself from a polygynist standpoint. Did you steal? Yes. You stole her choice. Now think about this. Now, let me turn the camera on. You knew and understood what it was from the beginning. Now we know that in the Bible, those who believe in what we call the New Testament, you can hate your brothers the same as murder. You can look at another wife and commit adultery in your heart. And you can steal without stealing. And you can lie as well. So you knew what it was. You stole from her. Yeah, that wife's supposed to submit to you, but guess what, my boy? You were courting her. You were dealing with this woman. This was before the submission part. She's supposed to submit to her husband. You lied to her. You lied to her. And if y'all already married after the fact, guess what? You manipulated the situation. You withheld information from her. So check it. Yeah, we get it. Before she become a wife, yeah, we know she don't have to submit to you. So she had a choice to walk away before you married her. But you robbed her from that choice because you a bitch. So I said, did you deal falsely with her? Yes. You lied and you wasn't fully honest and upfront. You wasn't transparent, and nor were you unapologetic or honest about it. You dealt falsely with her. Now, brothers, if you look at this simple command, it could also apply in a simple situation like polygyny. Think about it. If you hating your brother, it's the same as murder. Then let's look at the lying then. Again, technically you stole because you stole her choice. You dealt falsely with her because you lied. which is cheating. You may say, Judah, there is no such thing as cheating. Did you forget that lying is in fact cheating? That's the question I'm asking. Did you all forget that? That lying is cheating. Lying is cheating. So here we go. We have the word tishakru. Yes, I read Hebrew as well. Has the root word here for the word for lie. So when you look at the word lie, shaker.
Strong's H8266. Shaker.
And let's click on that. Let's see what this word lie means in this right here. Look at this. To deal falsely, be false, trick, cheat. To deal falsely, you lied, you cheated. Strong's definition. You brothers like Strong's, right? To cheat. To be untrue, usually in words. Yeah, baby, you're gonna be the only one. I don't want another wife. Fuck Judah and his lustful polygynous ass. Huh? Fail, deal falsely, lie. So you lied to the woman. You cheated. You cheated. So you brothers who love the Strong's, let's look it up in the blue letter of the Strong's Concordance. What, nigga, you a cheater. You lied. You dealt falsely with this woman. So you are cheating on her because you lied to her. Look, go down, either lie. You lied. You cheated, you lied, my boy. You lied. So are you cheating on your wife? Did you cheat on your wife? Yes, you in fact did. You lied. You cheated. And that's what I'm talking about in my book. The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny. The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny can be found at propolybook.com. And that's where you can get this information from. So you cheated on her. You straight cheated on her. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 22 says what? Matter of fact, let's get it because that's in my book too. Let's pull it up. Proverbs 12. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 22. Lying lips, oh, look at this, are an abomination to the Lord. Look at that. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. So you're being abominable to the Lord. Lying lips. Did you lie to her? Did you withhold information from her? You lied. And you abominable before God. But they that deal truly, look at this, are his delight, meaning his pleasure. Those that deal truly, my boy, truly. Are you dealing truly with her? Or are you withholding information about you want another woman? But you supposed to be righteous though? Lying. Let's click on that word lying again. Look at this. To lie, deception, disappointment, falsehood, deception. Look at this. What deceives or disappoints or betrays one. Deceit, fraud, wrong, fraudulently, wrongfully, falsehood. All these things, literally. Swearing falsely. False tongue. Look at this. Without cause, deceit, falsehood, liar, lie, lying, vain thing, wrongfully. You fucking cheater. A liar. You lied. You lied. You straight lied. Proverbs 6 and 16. Let's grab that real quick. Proverbs 6, verse 16. These 6 things do the Lord hate. 7 are abomination to him. A proud look at this, a lying tongue. A lying tongue. So I said in my book, I say, remember in the next verse, one of the things he named was what? A lying tongue. So if you want polygyny and you knew you wanted it, but you lied, is that cheating? Is that abomination? Is that sin? These are questions that I'm asking. I'm going to say it again. I said, so if you want polygyny and you knew you wanted it, but you lied, is that cheating? Is that abomination? Is that sin? Does the Most High hate that? That's a question that I'm asking. Truth is true and lie is a lie. Now you mad and inflicting pain unto her all because you lied. You said you didn't want it, but you actually did. If your polygynous union was built on abomination and lies, and it will soon come to an end. If it's built on lies, it's going to be ruined. It's going to be ruined. Proverbs 26:28. Chapter 26, verse 28. At the bottom. Right there. A lying tongue hates those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth will worketh ruin. Look at that. And then I put in the Hebrew as well on here, Lashon Shecher, which is a lying tongue. You know how y'all say Lashawan? That's Lashon Shecher. Yishna, Dekav, Ufeh, Chalak. Oh, hold on. Ya'aseh mid che. Shecher. Lying. Same thing we just learned earlier. False tongue. So I said, do you know what this means? In layman's terms, it means, talking about the scripture we just read. Let me go back. Scripture right here. All right. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. I said, you know what this means? In layman's terms, it means that liars hate the very people they hurt. You see that? Liars hate the very people that they hurt. Hate of those that are afflicted by it. Look at that. So you lying to her, you hate her. Baby, I lied to you because I love you to tell you the truth. Nah, Negro, you lied because you hate her. So I said, do you know what this means in layman's terms? It means that liars hate the very people that they hurt. And smooth, meaning lying, mouth or tongue, hurt people. That's what the flattering of mouth work is ruin. You're going to ruin, destroy. In the case of polygyny, what men usually do? Lie, run game, deceive. And what do those lies result in? Hurting the people they claim they love. Can me and you say we love our husband Christ, those who believe in Christ, if we lie to him? Can you say you believe in Christ if you lie to him? For my people who believe in the Bible. Can you say you love God if you lie to him? I said the Most High wouldn't lie to us. What he should be doing is praying something like this, talking about you brothers, you husbands. This is what we should be doing. What's that? Psalms 120 verse 2. Let me type that in for you. Psalms chapter 120 verse 2. You should be praying something like this. Deliver my soul, save my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and a deceitful tongue. If you're righteous, you should be doing that. And if you're praying things like that, then why are you still lying to your wife? There go the word shecher again. From lying, ramiyah, lips, or deceitful, in other words. Why? Shecher, that word to lying again. So, the bottom line is, yes, men do lie and have their reason, but on the biblical side, check this out. Listen to this. Again, you all don't have to take this advice. You don't have to agree with this, but this is how I'm looking at it, my boy, my sis. I said, the bottom line is, yes, men do lie. They'll lie and be like, I don't want no other woman. They hide, sneak, and cheat. Brothers reach out, man, I've been with my woman for 53 years. Elder man be like, yo, how do I tell the woman that I love that, you know, I got another woman, I got another family, or another baby on the other side of town and things like that. Be having whole families, truck drivers, be having whole families in different cities. Some of them will say, man, I be on the road because shit, it gives me my time to do my thing on the road. And I got mother women on the road. Meanwhile, she waiting for you to come home. And yet you on the road cheating, sneaking and lying. You work your double shifts at work because you got your work wife. You don't want to bring your ass home. She thinking that you come home every day. You know, or your niggas might be out with the fellas, and meanwhile, you fucking on the fellas, being abominable, breaking guys' laws. Yeah, these things are happening. Say I'm lying. Fuck out of here. I said, the bottom line is, yes, men do lie and have a reason. But on a biblical side, a man of God shouldn't do it. So, hey, look, maybe you don't believe in the Bible. All good. I ain't whatever. But you brothers that do, you shouldn't be lying. You're abominable for the Most High. I said, if he does, he actually doesn't give a damn about her. According to that scripture we just read. You're going to lie to the people you hate. I said, in fact, he doesn't give a damn about his own soul, his own self, because lying is what? Transgression of the law, which equals sin. He fears her and her feelings more than the commandments of God. You niggas are lie to a woman about wanting another woman because you fear her tears, her pouting, and her gonna be sad about it, or you fear you're gonna lose her, or you fear the drama behind. You fear her more than you fear God. You've heard Acts 5:29, we ought to obey God rather than man. So you fear man, kind. You fear a woman, you call yourself a king, but you bow to your woman spiritually. You a bitch. You a pussy. And you hate God, you hate that woman, and you hate your goddamn self. You fucking bitch. That you are. A pussy. That's why it's drama in your fucking house. That's why you can't get your shit together, because you a fucking mark, bitch. Damn, I'm going in on you niggas today. Shit, boy, I'm gonna lose some friends. But fuck y'all. It's the truth. So, I said, he don't give a damn about his own soul because lying is what? Sin, or transgression of the law, which equals sin. He fears her and her feelings more than the commandments of God. He feared her and her feelings more than the commandments of God. All of us men fell victim to this, including myself at some point. I was a bitch, a pussy. I said, but we have to do better and keep it real from the very beginning. We got to do that. Proverbs 12:19. Let's grab that right quick. Proverbs 12, verse 19. For you little pussies. All right. So it says the lip of truth. Somebody say of truth. Of truth. The lip of truth shall be established forever. But a lying tongue is but for a moment. So in other words, truthful sayings is trusted forever, but a lying only for a moment. So before I read this part, this is why in my house, I ain't got to explain myself. They know and understand I'm polished what it is. Why? Because I was open and honest. They knew what it was. So I said, so in other words, a truthful saying is trusted forever, but the liar only for a moment. So I said, so in the case of Polly, I said, no woman is going to trust you if she sees you as a liar. If you ever hear that woman say, you lied, I don't trust you and blah, 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 you fucked up. Get the book, bitch. Shit. It ain't too late though. I can show you how to turn that shit around. It ain't too late for you. You was a pussy, but you can turn it around, pussy. You could be a real man. A real man. I said, no woman is going to trust you if she sees you as a liar. Think about it. Would you trust a nigga that lied? If you had a partner that lied, would you trust him? No. I said, which means what? Your house will be built on sand. Not on a rock, but on sand. From the very start, if you want to build this off a lie. Tell the truth, brother, and build your house off the rock, aka foundation, and not up on sand. Build up on that strong foundation, bro. You and I know that a woman who has the Western mindset will have it in her heart to leave or hate in her heart. And this could, of course, lead you to getting all sorts of backlash. You know what this causes, brother? This now causes her to get confusion cleared up, which means she will seek advice. Now, this means she will likely take it to social media, which means now the very people she likely seeks counsel from are from people who are not in the polygynous lifestyle and culture. This means they are going to give her monogamous advice. And yes, we know it's off. Let's not act like this won't happen. So you done lied to, now the woman feel used and confused, and now she needs to vent to some people. Guess who she gonna go vent to? People who hate poly. And guess what they gonna do? Give her fucked up advice. And guess what, nigga? You caused it. Because had you been open and honest, them very people that give her the fucked up advice, she can go back and tell them, nah, nigga, I wouldn't lie to. He didn't do that. No, my husband's not a dog. He told me the truth. I know what he's getting down with and what he's doing. But because you left that door open, now you left the door open for her to go seek counsel from somebody else who's gonna give her fucked up advice. Or guess what? Because you lied, somebody gonna send her this video. And now guess what? Now I done exposed your bitch ass. But had you not been a pussy, had you not been a pussy, she probably wouldn't have seen this video. So now you mad at me. Don't watch that nigga video. Turn that shit off. That nigga off. Yeah, I know, nigga. I get it. You don't want to watch this because you a fucking liar. And that's a red flag, sis. Red fucking flag. What's wrong with what I'm saying? Even if you disagree, what's wrong with me telling you niggas stop being pussies and stop lying? What's wrong with that? Even if you disagree, don't call it cheating. What's wrong with not lying about it? Is it better to be honest about it? Or is it better to lie about it? According to the Bible. Somebody answer that question if I'm wrong. If it's better to be open and honest about it and not hide it, or is it better to just hide it according to the Bible? Give me a scripture on that one. Maybe I'm misunderstood. Maybe you can help me with that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. Maybe you fucking hater. Maybe you a bitch. So, the sister's now going to people for clarity. Because she can't come to you, nigga, you gonna fucking lie. And is getting all sorts of advice such as, girl, leave him alone or you can leave. She may seek counsel outside of social media. And now, guess what? Guess what? You have lots of people in your relationship. And guess what? It's too late now because you, brother, lying bitch, you caused all of this. You created a forest fire and now you want it to end. And I said, but the only way to even begin is facing the hot seat. You have to admit those lies and confess your bullshit, my boy. Now remember, I speak as a man for the sake of your peace. You want peace into your household? I'm just giving you some advice on how you can do it. You don't have to take this advice. You don't have to, brothers. You don't have to take this advice. You can say, fuck what I'm saying. You could. I said, but remember that backlash? The shit that happened behind all of this, nigga, that fucking drama and all that shit that got you on your motherfucking house? Remember that shit? Remember them sad, the tears and all of that shit? The yelling or whatever you fucking went through? Remember that backlash? Yeah. I said, yes, you do. I said, and you will either enjoy it or destroy it. And I'm teaching you how to destroy that backlash. Remember, there's not too many sisters that your wives, or potential wives can reach out to and speak with on concerning matters dealing with polygyny. She can't come to you, which means she is basically left to fend for herself. She is basically alone in her journey. Why? Because she got nobody else she can go to. You might have told her, nigga, don't book Judah and his wives on ProPolyBook.com. Don't go pay for no counsel. Now, I'm here to tell you, if you in the poly union, I will not counsel you if you and all your wives don't got the book. Sisters, you better have this book. If you don't got the book, you better show me that book. I'll hang up on you, no refunds. I'm telling you. Get the book from propolybook.com, The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, even if you don't like poly. We'll counsel monogamous couples too. But you will pay for our time. It's not free. I got businesses that I can be tending to, that I got to run. Counsel, teaching, spending time with my family. So if I got to take the time out, you're going to pay for my time. The Bible is free. The marriage counsel is not. That's a business. A business. So, had a book. Then you qualify for it. Then you get the consultation. And then we decide from there how we going to do it. And you better be on Zoom, and I better be able to see your face. You better be in a nice, quiet setting, nice, quiet background, no distractions. Tell your little badass kids sit their little asses down. No distractions whatsoever. You get hung up on. No refunds. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Be in a nice, quiet setting just like this. Clear and easy to see. Not looking up at the ceiling, I can see you like this. Don't do that. I need to see you just like this while I'm talking with you whole entire time. Sit that phone up, sit that camera up so I can see you. I would prefer you to be on webcam. So, I said she has to figure out what to do and how to go about it. She got to feel like, damn, am I going to stay? Am I going to leave? Or what did he do? And blah, blah, all kind of shit. And a lot of the niggas is in poly anyway. It's fucked up anyway, so she can't go to them, and they damn sister-wise, dumb motherfuckers is depressed and want to leave. Well, she might go to them and get fucked up counsel for them and end up leaving. Now you really fucked up. So I said, and how to adjust her life to this new lifestyle and polygynous culture. Now the downside to this is if you have a woman who has been battling her flesh, meaning before all of this, before this lifestyle, she was known to have attitudes, or if she has, she was known to fuss and to lash out, you may receive some of the backlash from it. So yeah, that's in my book. You weren't open and honest about the poly, didn't let the women bond, and you broke these unwritten rules, and that woman was known to lash out and shit like that. Yeah, that shit gonna come your way too, my boy. And then you're gonna be mad and upset and mad at her. And guess what? You should have read my book. You're gonna come to me for counsel, and guess what? You should have read my book. I keep telling you, read the book. Did you read the book? No. Did you read the book? No. Did you read the book? No. Well, guess what, my boy? There are some things that I may not tell you, but I found that I'm very more articulate when I can write it down. So I may forget to tell you. You might not hear everything in the counsel. You might get more out this book than you might get in the counsel. So just because you know me, don't know me, guess what? That don't mean nothing. If you know the author, read the book. I was just telling one of my best friends that. Shout out to my best friend, my bruh. Read the book, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just because you know me don't mean a motherfucking thing. Don't mean shit. I may forget to tell you some shit. I'm human. I might be damn, I should have told him this. So I should have said this. Fuck all that. Read the book. Then come to me, guys, for counsel. I say she may decide that she don't want to be affectionate as she was. She may become down, sad, and not want to talk as much as she normally would. The woman may decide that she don't want to talk to you at all, or she may try to separate herself from you. She may even decide that she wants to disrespect you in many ways. She may not want to cook for you anymore, do the little things that you like, or the things that were pleasing in your eyes because of polygyny and how she took the news when she found out. You may get into it with some of her loved ones, such as her family members, or you may get into it with friends or old friends who may feel that this is some sort of cult that you have around. You got to remember, people who don't know this, they don't know. Nigga, they may see bad examples, like, oh, this nigga's in a fucking cult. They'll think that. Why? Because you haven't properly educated her, or you ain't educated them, or they don't know much about it. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all hidden. So now they don't know what to think. They're going to think the worst. Are you okay? Is she okay? You probably beating her ass. And you might not be doing none of these things. But people are afraid of what they don't know and understand, but you leaving this door open for it. That don't mean that it won't happen anyway, even if you do follow these things. But I'm showing you how to minimize it. Not what you're doing. It's going to maximize the shit. Everything I'm saying right now may not work for you. It may not work. But at least just listen to learn how to minimize some of these things, how you could potentially avoid some of these issues and some of these problems. You may not escape them all, but damn, I'm showing you a better way. You know what I'm saying? I won't say the right way, but just a better way. A way that I found it works for me. But what works for me may not work for you. You can take this advice or you can leave it. So, yeah. What else was it? Yeah, I said they don't understand what this is, and the woman you have also doesn't understand what this is. It's not like she can explain to them anyway, because you ain't teach her. This I may touch bases on as the book progresses as we get through the chapters, and I actually did. Brothers, there are many things you have to be aware of and be ready for as these things approach, as the truth finally gets exposed to your new desirable lifestyle and culture that you decided that you want to take on. There will be Bible believers who believe that the Bible does not support polygyny. So there are people out there that believe in the Bible. They say, oh, well, the Bible teaches against it. And on my Shootah the Shootah channel, you already know I got lessons that I talk about these things. Plenty of lessons, and I'm not even done. I go over every single scripture that they'll use to say, oh, you can't have more than one wife. 1 Corinthians 7:2, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife. It says own wife, not wives. Genesis 2:23 and 24, right there. It says one flesh, and Adam's wife, not wives. You got to know how to defend those things. And if you're a Bible believer in poly, you don't know how to defend these things, at least learn that before you try to pursue this lifestyle, because you're going to run into this and they're going to give you that work. So I said, there are camps out here that don't believe in these things. GOCC and IUIC is one of them. They don't believe in it. You better know their doctrine. You better be watching their lessons to learn how to refute it. I do. What about you? You better be ready, because somebody might be watching them or listen to a Christian pastor or whatnot. It might be Jehovah's Witness. It might go into that search the scriptures and might look, oh, well, right here. Or they might go and type in polygamy is a sin or polygyny is a sin according to the Bible and click on scripture. You better be familiar with them articles and them scriptures that they're going to come with. You better be ready for it. So, yeah. Don't bring the smoke this way, because I know what's up. I know every scripture you're going to use. Every excuse you're going to use. I said there are Bible believers who believe that the Bible does not support polygyny. So they will hit you with scriptures, and you better be ready for them all. Oh, the wife of thy youth. Oh, yeah. You better be ready for all of that. In fact, in the future, I will be doing a book on this topic of anti-poly people and the scriptures they will use. So be on the lookout for this in the future as well. So, I got tons of lessons about that real quick. If you go to the youtube.com/Shootah the Shootah channel, I have plenty of lessons on it. I'll give you a few. One of them is the 1 Corinthians 7:2 video I did over 2 years ago. They'll use that scripture. Let's see, the Romans 13 dealing with the laws of the land. They'll use that, and I'm actually think I'm gonna do a part 2 on that as well. From the part where you can get legal documentation on that if you have more than one wife, and you don't have to get an actual marriage certificate and to be charged for bigamy. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna go into that in the future too. So be on the lookout for that. Or I might just wait and just put it in a book and then make a video about it. So Exodus 21, they use that scripture. They may say your wives can't live in the same house. That's the video right here. They may say, oh, well, this poly thing, we got other things to be worried about. It's not expedient. They'll say that. And that's the video I have right here, 7-minute video. It's not the expedient thing. Proverbs 27, what you do for one wife, you got to do for all of them. There's a video on that. They'll use that as well. 1 Timothy that they take out of context. 5 and 8, I did the whole chapter. Let's see. The James 4:17, if he knows to do good and he don't, it is a sin unto him. The anti-poly people will use that as well, so you might want to watch that too. You might get women say, well, you're supposed to submit to me too. Ephesians 5:21, I did a lesson on that. Bishops must have one wife, I did a lesson on that. Polygyny, is it a sin? Did a video on that. I did one called, was Abraham's wife Sarah really impatient? Because they'll make, well, the only reason why he did it because his wife was impatient. That's one on that one. Well, and they'll use Adam and Eve. You know they love to go to the beginning. Well, right there, Adam and Eve only had one wife, and that's it. So I talk about that as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, even right here in the notes, brother had put, I appreciate this. I've noticed watching debates between anti-poly people, the only argument they have is God made Adam and Eve. He would have gave Adam more wives if this was his will. Or they repeat all the verses that say two become one flesh. And this video talks about it, actually. Well, it says one flesh. You can't be one flesh if you got more than one wife. You know, one flesh means what? One body. So I talk about that. Well, in the beginning, it was just the foundation of marriage, the blueprint of marriage, Adam and Eve. They use those excuses. You know what I'm talking about. So you hear those things when they bring up Adam and Eve, one woman, they try to go to Matthew 19, 1-9 as well, dealing with the one flesh. Ephesians 5, dealing with one flesh, etc. This will show you how to deal with that and how to defend that. And I might have to do a part 2. Another one, polygyny equals a disappointment to several women at once. Just excuses that sisters was coming up with. Isaiah 4, 7 women to one man scripture. Deuteronomy 17:17 is another scripture they'll use. He should not multiply wives unto himself. I did a lesson on that. I did one called the mistreatment of sister wives in polygyny. Another one, there are people in the anti-poly community that believe that 2 Samuel 12:8 ain't talking about poly, and the anti-poly people have a response to that. When God was saying, I gave you your master's wives, they say that Y has the Hebrew word nishay, which means in the singular form. So I talk about that. That didn't mean literal wives, etc. Let's see. She's just like Eve. Well, that's not a poly one. The wife of thy youth. There's another one that I did on the anti-poly doctrine as well. So that's a good one as well. You could take out the Tobit doctrines because you got camps that say that you have to do, well, if Deuteronomy 24 says a bill of divorce, or you write the bill of divorce, then that means what? Then that means obviously it has to be a bill of marriage as well. You have to do paperwork in the beginning, get all things in writing. I talk about that in the Tobit doctrines as well. So I'm gonna be dealing with every excuse, every scripture that people will use to try to say that poly ain't a sin. I'm not even done, but I have started on them, as you see. But I will do other lessons like documentaries in between. I will do talk lessons like this as well. If you have a request of a anti-poly scripture or something you want me to address, you can put it in the comments or reach out to me. We on social media. If you do not have the unwritten rules of polygyny, whether I know you are not friend or not, I will remove you. It's not personal. Do not re-add me until you get the book. I'm only making room for people who are Bible believers that have the book only from ProPolyBook.com. Oh, well, Sister Johnson gave me this book as a gift. No, well, you tell Sister Johnson she better take her fucking book back. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't see your name on that list and they got that book, you getting X'd out. And if I have deleted you by mistake and you have the book from ProPolyBook.com and I can actually look it up, then hey, come back and be like, hey man, look, I actually got the book. Look, X, Y, and Z. I apologize, brother. You had a Hebrew name and that's a government now. I apologize. So ProPolyBook.com only. You know what I'm saying? So these are just reasons why I'm saying you niggas is being bitches and you cheating and you lying. Lying is abominable. It's abomination before the Most High. If you keeping God's commandments, why lie? Why sneak? And why cheat? Nobody in the Bible did that, hiding women. So why you hiding it? If what you doing is righteous, then why you hiding it? Why not be upfront and why withhold information? Sisters, in return, don't be going and sneaking and looking through his phone because you fucking insecure and you jealous any goddamn way. But brothers, why even give them the reason to do it? Why fucking lie? let me turn my phone upside down. Let me put my phone on do not disturb and all of that shit. Cause you a fucking lying pussy ass nigga. That's just what it is. And sisters, I'm gonna be on y'all ass too. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting on the brothers a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? One of my brothers telling me that, man, time for these sisters, and you're right. You know what I'm saying? You're right. So sisters, spiritual heads is getting cut off, or I might just sick my wires on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. These are some things that, hey, you can make polygyny lifestyle work. Stop being a pussy ass nigga and fucking lying. And if you lying and hiding the fact that you want to be polygamous, you know you was poly and you wanted to be poly, or you knew that you was gonna have another woman in any way, shape, form, or fashion. If you text another woman, talking to another woman, conversation with another, flirting with another woman walk past and you doing this, checking her out, you checking out another woman, and you supposed to be monogamous, you a pussy ass lying sneaking bitch. But for us as poly, hey, we gonna be poly. We gonna be open about it, and we not gonna hide it. We not gonna put it in the dark. Nah, we gonna be poly. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know what it is. Only bold men, righteous brothers need to be getting this poly merchandise. No pussies. Oh yeah. You can't see it because of the light. But yeah, that's just what it is. So, hey, rule righteous, rule well. Stop putting your hands on these women. Stop being narcissist. Stop being abusive. Stop being a pussy ass, lying, sneaking, cheating bitch. What was going on?
I just gotta know, like, what she been like.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
in the car. And a funeral, though, like, come on.
Oh, wow. Well, y'all on camera, so it's all good.
Oh.
We rolling.
Really?
I love catching them off guard. No, we ain't cutting nothing. We ain't cutting shit. All right, so check it. Look, y'all just saw the video about you brothers being bitch ass niggas, lying, sneaking, and cheating on your goddamn woman. Talk about it in unwritten rule number 4 and unwritten rule number 5 in the book. Hopefully you brothers enjoyed it. Hopefully you sisters enjoyed it. I guess I would like to, well, I guess before I mention this, go ahead and tell them about the pretty and beautiful merch that you all have. Go ahead, tell them real quick. Go ahead. Anybody.
Yes, so we are selling our maxi skirts. You can find these on our website.
Yeah. Right, okay.
We also carry kids' clothes. We also carry jewelry, head wraps, even masks. Some of our masks match our head scarves. So if you can go to modestymademe.com, that's modestymademe.com, you'll see a beautiful picture of us. If you don't see that picture, then you're on the wrong website. So go to modestymademe.com. You're able to again purchase these beautiful skirts that we have. Also, for our first 15 customers, we will do a 25% off discount.
All right.
So go ahead and check modestymademe.com. Again, it's www. For those who need that www. modestymademe.com. Thank you.
All right, so now I want to switch gears really quick. It's not gonna take long. Brothers that's watching, because I know I done got on y'all and spiritually whipped y'all ass. I guess I'll start from right to left, because I already showed a clip of you speaking about it already. I'll start with my first wife, Judith, and we do have a channel, which is, what's the channel? youtube.com/House of Judah. All right, so Judy, I'll start with you first. What would you say would be the benefit if brothers are not lying, hiding and sneaking, and just being honest up front? What would you say would be the benefit about that?
You save a lot of like unnecessary drama. If you just be upfront with her about, you desire multiple women.
Right.
Telling her the truth instead of just lying and sneaking about it.
Being a bitch.
Yeah, because that's just gonna get her, all about the spirit. Now she don't trust you because you said this at first, and now you're doing this. So it will just benefit both parties if you just up and honest about it. So, you never know that she may be okay with it. instead of you just lying about it, where you could just been truthful about it, and now y'all working towards, getting to know the potential sister.
Okay. Zaya, same thing. What would you say would be the benefits of not lying and being open and honest about it from the beginning?
You really, by being open and honest, you really, how can I put this? You really save, I don't want to say save, but you really, so a lot of women have insecurities. And they feel that when you hide stuff from them, especially wanting to bring in another woman, you can make them feel like you're trying to replace them, that they're not good enough.
That's gonna be in book 2, but go ahead.
That they're not good enough, that, this new woman gonna come in and try to control everything, or, you know what I'm saying? She don't know what you're telling this new woman. You could be telling her, oh, well, I don't like her and I don't love her, and things like that, you know what I'm saying? But by being upfront and honest with that woman, you're gonna save her those insecurity thoughts and those heartaches. By being upfront and honest with that woman, again, 9 times out of 10, like 99.99% of the time, there is a 0.001% that she gonna be like, but if you're upfront with that woman and honest, she gonna rock with you.
Not being a bitch.
She gonna rock with you either way it goes. Like if she down with you already and you upfront and honest with her when y'all in y'all first encounters, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like the first day, hey, I'm believing you.
I would say it the first day.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck all that. You tell her ass the first fucking day.
If it doesn't come up the first day, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're telling her at least within the first couple of hours of, you know what I'm saying? The first couple of days of knowing her.
Well, it's gonna be hard for me to find. You sit on my jacket and shit. So my shoes. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling that woman, at least within the first week or so of knowing her, that you are polygynous and this is something that you want to explore. Now, even if you're at that time monogamous, I would advise, and you could think about like, well, maybe down the line, I want to try, but at least let her know upfront. And at that time, be upfront and honest with her. Because like I said, me personally, I'm the type, be honest, and if I feel you, I'm going to rock with you. And that's why I'm there with my husband, because he was upfront and honest with me. So being upfront and honest.
Not being a bitch.
Saves heartache and saves drama and things like that.
All right. Becca, what do you say would be the benefit of being open and honest about it and the brothers not robbing the woman of their choice?
I think that it removes the headache, laying it out on the table in the beginning. Those things that my sister just said, but just so that the woman feels like she has a choice.
Yeah.
I know a lot of women, me myself, I wasn't completely for poly when I first found out about it. Yeah. But it was the fact that I had the option to decide myself and decide if I wanted to go down that path. That's what it was for me, just having my choice in the end.
Absolutely, because you niggas will wait until you done fucked her and all of that shit. Now you married and shit, and now she already got to submit to you. It's like, well, damn, nigga, you could have just avoided that shit in the fucking beginning. You fucking bitch. Just the fuck. Angela, a fourth wife, you've already saw the clip from her. So, what would you say would be the benefits of the brother being open and honest in the beginning, from the fucking start, versus hiding it, sneaking, lying, and robbing the woman of her choice? Like a bitch that you are. Bitch. That's you a bitch. Bitch. Pick my book up. Bitch. Go ahead.
Well, I wasn't robbed.
With your bitch ass! No, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I wasn't robbed of my choice in the very beginning. I was just his sister.
Yeah.
And he, was like, hey, I'm a polygynist and this is my family. I mean, he was so outgoing with it. So if you would
didn't give a fuck,
be comfortable with it, and like my sisters all have said, be upfront. Because most women, I'm just gonna put this out there, have been cheated on anyway. So just be honest and
tell them about the benefits of being in a polygynous union, sisterhood, and someone to help you with your children, economically as well. And so just be honest, so that you can build it up on a solid foundation and not on sand and based on secrets and lies and just doing things that are just not good. And so another thing too is you guys can help with not creating these bitter women. Okay. So when you do things in an inappropriate way, you're cheating and you sneaking and all this stuff, and when she finds out and it's not well with her, then you're creating these bitter women.
Say it again. You what are you doing?
You're creating.
You're what?
You're creating.
You're creating. Remember I said in chapter 5, you're responsible for this, bitch.
Yeah, so you creating these bitter women and then you complain about them, but that's your doing.
With your bitch ass. So I always tell people, look, a lot of the things that you all can avoid in the poly unions, a lot of these things that you all go through. Now, would you all say that this stuff is in the book when we counsel these people?
Yes.
Every time.
What would you want to say about that?
I just...
You make sure you're still going, because I don't want to be like, oh, the video stopped while we talking. Okay, we good. Come on, go ahead.
It's like, just read the book. Like, these are life lessons that he's going over. Like, there's nothing in this book that he hasn't already went through. It isn't a challenge that he hasn't faced. So all of this information is information based off of history. How to improve, how to do these things better. It's just like, just read it, just do it.
Absolutely. So, brothers, get the book. Sisters, get the book. If a brother is trying to pursue you in the poly community, would you all say that these sisters and the brothers should get this book before starting?
Yes.
Anybody want to explain why? Be my guest.
Well, I just want to say that you can take it step by step. So he'll take you from cover to cover, and it'll be step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, literally. So you want to get the book so that you can understand the perspective of polygyny, based on number 1, his experience, and number 2, based on the instructions that he's giving you. So sisters, brothers, you need to listen.
And shut the fuck up when we counsel you.
You need to listen when you're in these councils and refer to the book, take notes, and just...
Shut your goddamn mouth. I'm just saying. Now look, am I courting another woman now?
Yes.
Have you all met her?
Yes.
Did I keep her a secret?
No.
No, I don't keep no fucking secrets. If I decide to court another woman after her and another woman and marry these women, would I keep it a secret?
No.
Would I hide, a lie, and sneak?
No.
Would anybody have a fucking problem with it?
No.
You have a problem with it? Would you have a problem with it? You have a problem with it?
No.
You have a problem with it?
No.
No. Stop being a fucking bitch. Stop fucking lying. So with that being said, us, the House of Judah, you already know you can reach us at youtube.com/Judah the Shootah. Our polygyny channel, it's youtube.com/House of Judah. And go ahead and give them the website for the clothes.
Is www.modestybaby.com.
Modestybaby.com. So definitely check those out. So we're gonna go ahead and end it with that. You brothers, stop being bitch ass niggas. Stop manipulating your way into poly and be open and honest, and don't rob the woman of her choice. You don't have to accept our advice. You can say, fuck what we saying, cool. What works in our house may not work in your house. We don't do threesomes, orgies, and girl on girl and group sex, right?
Right.
Is anybody here getting their ass beat?
No.
Anybody here getting verbally abused?
No.
No. So that being said, run your households, rule well, stop being tyrants in your house, stop being bitter. Sisters, after I got on the brothers, we on your ass next. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we always say,
Shalom.
By now, you already know who I am, the author of The Unwritten Rules of Polygyny, the book that's going all over the world. You can definitely get it from propolybook.com. So you see the poly book, the poly jacket, of course, and the poly flag. Why? Because I'm open and honest about mine. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to the brothers that are open and honest about being poly. Now, as far as the rest of you brothers that want to lie, sneak, hide, and cheat, beat on your wives, use a bitch. That's the video. Stop being a bitch. You bitch ass niggas.